Okay, I think I have this figured out. With the chat working on my YouTube page, for some reason I had it disabled. I had to turn the chat on to figure it out. My apologies. Let's see. I'm gonna interact. Okay. This is just, I'll do a late night chat about the group. I'm up. I had a nap today, wasn't feeling great. So now I'm pretty much wide awake. If you stop in, say hello. Just gonna go over a few things. Let's see, most relevant. Go most relevant. Okay, yeah, I figured out how to refresh the page too, so that'll help. Alright, I'm just gonna go down the forum. Maybe stick with about under an hour. Keep it under an hour. Alright. Robin. Let's see. Rooster. That I completed recently. It's put in my farmhouse kitchen. Wow, that's not really nice. So we've got the chicken wire. The colors are great. Oh, the clear glass comes from broken windows. Wow. Real antique glass. Even the chicken wire. Very nice. Good job, Robin. 1,000 comments. I haven't been on the forum really much today. I was working on a new YouTube channel. I have an old hobby of coin collecting, and I just wanted to go back into it somewhat. Keep me busy with that. Not going to put too much time into it because I got a lot of patterns to do. Another book, I got to get it finished up. I'm working with my publisher right now, trying to get that finalized. So I was hoping to get it done by November. It should be. So I'll give updates. I'll put it in the forum. Okay. We're gonna move on. Yeah. Yeah, this is very nice. Denise. Wendy's Trendies. Oh, I know. She's from South Carolina, I believe. Yeah, sailboat. All leaded work. Is that copper foil? Could be. It's use of that Baroque glass. Very subtle. This was my first project. What do you have to say about it? Oh, she just come. Okay. Let's scroll down. Vessi Ben-Zurkova. It should flow out easier, like Ben-Zurkova. Something like that. After a long vacation, it is so nice to come back to my studio. Fresh inspiration. Angelfish. Very nice. You have to lay the tools out. I'm gonna see if I could find a way to get where you can see my mouse, so you can see what I'm highlighting, but I can't put my mouse over the picture. I don't know if that's an option. We'll figure it out. Alright. Michael Golden. First post. 78 years young. Oh, welcome, Michael. Look at you. Nice job. Very, Annabellish. It's mid-18 to late 1800s. Victorian. It's like French Victorian. Very nice. G. Angela. I saw this earlier. I was peeking in the forum. Very nice. Sunflower. I've seen the pattern somewhere. I forget where, but nice job. I like the confetti glass and the border. Very nice. Rubber cement. Oh. Okay. I don't know. Rubber cement. What are we using that for? Gluing it to. Oh wait, here we go. Share a method to hold pieces in place. Pattern to secure it. Blah blah. Oh, you're using it like a tack on the bottom. That's interesting. It dries quick. Huh. I never heard of that. But you know, they make this stuff. I used to get it made by 3M. One of them. It was very sticky. You use it for holding glass pre-cuts to a board. You could peel it off, put it back on, peel it off. So it was like a, wasn't permanent, but it held it in place. Probably does similar to rubber cement. I love people when they think outside the box. Good job. Renee. Let's see, what is Renee? Oh, look at that. Another umbrella lady. Make my own patterns. Oh, good for you. Making your own patterns. Seems to be very trendy these days. I like it. I always like to see, you know, what people come up with. She's on an ugly drywall. I didn't see it till you pointed it out. Waiting to get better at soldering. No, go for it. You got this. You gotta hurry up. Looks like your foil might be getting a little tarnished. You don't want to wait too long. At least flat solder it. So if you're not sure, but yeah, go for it. Let's see. Let's see. I'll comment. Go for it. Go for it. Sharon Hadley. Fun and sweet. Patterned by Bonnie Glass. Yeah, Bonnie does some nice stuff. Got your rainbow kitty and a garden kitty, I'm guessing. Very nice. Yeah, I think it's My Bonnie Glass, right? Yeah, My Bonnie Glass. I should be able to actually navigate, but I wouldn't know how to hit the back button. But I could try it and just refresh, but I'll lose my spot. I can navigate here. I don't know. There's no back button on the interaction feature of this software. Or if there is one, I didn't find it yet. Let's see. Yeah, very nice. Owen Keat. I made this piece back in the 90s. Broke the upper right corner of it when I moved. The glass is medium gray. Glass came in a kit with a pattern. Have to get it fixed. Don't know where to look for glass that is broken. Oh, this here? This looks like... This could be window glass. It's got... I don't know. Solder. What is it, like a smoky glass? Oh, medium gray. Alright. No, that's something, I have to see that in person. I'm not familiar with it. See, it looks like some seeds in there. Could be antique. Let's see. Melissa. Could I add jump rings to where I put circles? Or do I need a background? Glass pattern by C. Well, I don't really like to endorse that company because I don't want to pull your post down, but we've never got an apology from Glass Patterns by C yet. Until she apologizes, for being difficult during back in she threw the group under the bus pretty much. I wasn't happy with it. She said a lot of nasty things open in public about the group, and I'm not airing dirty laundry. That's just what happened, and I am a very reasonable person. If she apologized, and meant it, I'd be like, all right, welcome back. But she has not yet. So, typically, I would delete this. I may still do. Nothing against you, Melissa. I can't have any endorsement of that. This makes my job difficult. 'Cause again, it was really uncalled for. The public display of hatred toward the forum, and saying very nasty things that were not called for. So I am going to delete the post just because the company was mentioned. please, if you do see this, come back and repost it without the endorsement. Okay, that's all. But if Glass Patterns by C wants to come and apologize, by all means, come back, Glass Patterns by C. I am a forgiving person. I'll put it that way. Alright, but I gotta delete it. It was just, the harassment, the wording, it was just so severe. I can't let it stand, okay? And again, Melissa, I apologize. Please repost without the endorsement. Thank you. Yeah, Melissa. That is so difficult. I mean, what am I going to do? Just be a pushover and let people take advantage of me? No. And, you know, maybe I was wrong a little bit, but the wording, and I'm not here to bash her. It's not a payback. It's not something I want to do. It's just that, you know, you get beaten down like that by somebody, you know, basically insulting the whole forum. So, and again, if she comes by, apologizes, I'm a human being. I'll let her come back. But every time I see any mention of the, you know, her whatever, her stuff, I have to let it go. All right, enough of that. First one of those window corner. Oh, okay. The peekaboo deer. Tips. Not sure about the placement of the rings to hold it in the corner. Could someone give me some tips or advice? Stick out in the front. Well, you just drill little holes and use push pins. I mean, I know you're gonna kind of put a hole in your wood, but I think it would be fine. You take it down if you had to. It would you just caulk up the hole. That's what I would do. Put a little ring with a push pin. You know, tap it in with a small hammer. Yeah. Also, one thing I mentioned a while ago, all these corner things, you can get some clear, what is that, Velcro. It comes in white, black, but they make clear. You barely see it. And all you need is, you know, the size of a dime, you know, a little square, and it'll stick to glass, wood, what have you. It'll stick to the, you know, between, and you just put it in place so, you know, it's sitting where you want, and just put a little Velcro behind it. It should be fine, unless you don't want to do that in the door, but right in the window, I don't see a problem with that. You don't want to glue it in. Velcro, clear Velcro. Put rope caulk to keep it in place. Well, yes, sometimes you want to be able to take it down easily. So the Velcro would be the best. You can pull it down, you know, gently. Put a butter knife behind it, or release the Velcro, and clean the glass. Do what you gotta do. All right. Daleen, she's a moderator. I was blessed today with this stash. Half of it. Lady's moving and she didn't want to move it. There you go. You gotta go back with the truck. Well, well, well. Good for you. And it was free? Wow. There you go. You know, you must have done a good turn lately, because these things just don't happen. You know, the rule of karma. You do somebody good, and yeah, it might take a couple weeks or months, but it comes back. And you forwarded it. Yeah, you forwarded it some. Oh, there you go. See, that's even more karma. You know, pass on. You know, spread it out. Very nice. You got a grinder, and go get the truck. Robert needs help. I always get nervous. I see help. Cleaning up stuff stepdad gave me, and came across this. She loves unicorns. Gave it to mom. It's wrapped in paper. Paper stuck to it. Trying to clean it, and scratched it up. Gonna put a border on the cold wind. Give it to. It was painted on there or something. Oh. Well, is that real? I don't know if that's real. Could be stained glass overlay. It's acrylic with you know, acrylic lead lines, and like a very translucent, transparent paint that you can scrape it off. That's stained glass overlay, SGO. Yeah, gallery glass. Yeah, that's, unless you go get yourself some and try to redo it. Oh, I've only seen it done. I went to a studio where it was done. It's actually quite. I mean, you know, it's still artwork. It's just not stained glass or copper foil. Alright. Gallery glass. Yeah. They call it SGO. Stained glass overlay. I got a little sore throat today. So, please pardon me. I might be a little quiet. Favorite paint pens to put the eyes and mouth on my heads. Oh, asking for. Oh, you're asking for. Well, the ones, those one that you pump the tip, it comes out. It's pretty permanent. It comes in all different colors. It got a shaker ball inside. I think any good craft store would have them. If it's acrylic, pretty sure it's acrylic, but it's in a pen that you pump the tip, and then that feeds the paint out, and you just go ahead and, you know, paint it, put it on the glass, and you gotta just. I think my mom said the best way is to stand them up with the tip facing upward when you're done, so it doesn't run out. You know, maybe, but make sure you put the cover on, no doubt. They come with covers. Maybe just lay them down, I don't know. Yeah, nail polish should probably work. I like those paint pens, it's easy to do. You just, like a regular pen, you just, a magic marker. Look at that hairy creature, huh? Teresa. Original stained glass found a wild horse Moki. The wild horse sanctuary. Oh, that's a wild horse. That's pretty neat. Came out nice. There's a strong resemblance here. Very nice. The chat's gonna be up on my YouTube channel, so you could always come back and, you know, chat about this video, or I mean, it'll still be live. You could still use that. You know, comment below. I'm pretty sure it stays live. We got live chat, and then we got top chat, and live chat. I'll leave it on live chat. I don't know. We'll see. No, good job. Good job. Nice horsey. Alicia wants to know, does anyone use heat-resistant gloves for soldering? Oh, we did that a couple days ago. Well, somebody must have answered. Yeah. Michael's never needed them by holding them down with needle nose pliers. Well, they make little doodads now. I use pliers too. The little curved offset. It's like allows you to get in there on an angle. But yeah, gloves are not a good idea. David, he's plugging along. Oh, you're getting close. It looks like a Benke pattern. Justin Benke. I could be wrong. Looks like his style. Actually, I'm gonna go like almost 95.713% that's a Justin Benke pattern. Finished. You're finished, Valerie. Wait, you got little holes in the glass there? No, you got solder. It's pretty neat. It's like soldered together. Very nice. Creative use of the, you know, the hanging loop techniques, and they look secure enough. I don't see a problem. Very nice. Yeah, Laura Kangas Weeks. Thank you. Thanks for the group ad. This is a lamp I made years ago and broke and sat for 5 years. Finally got a local pro fix it. Why did I wait so long? Well, sometimes you know, doesn't just jump right out, but it looks great. Looks like a copper overlay, or maybe that composite metal, white metal. Maybe oh, you got other animals here. I don't know. Could be copper. I'm guessing. Scott's at it again. I saw this one earlier too. Here's a matching. It's got the 16-inch matching poppy shades. This is fun. Yeah, there's bronze with the blown glass. It's really nice. Nice stuff. And a poppy lamp. Nice color, Scott. I don't think I've seen a bad lamp come out of you. Of the colors could be. Melanie Moon lost her parrot. Oh no. A Quaker parrot. I didn't know they had Quaker parrots. There's someone that can make. Huh. Yeah. Whenever anyone asks for a pattern, you're surely gonna find Kat mentioned. She does a lot of nice patterns, custom work. Well, good luck on your hunt for a pattern. Bambi, you're new to the group. That's some crazy purple you got there. You need cool ideas. I've never heard that one. You're gonna find cool ideas here. You'll see many to save. Now she said cool, not far out. Such a 70s term. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You don't say that's cool. I think I still say that. Hurry, leave the group before you're overwhelmed with the addiction of this medieval craft. That's a good one, Darren. It's funny. Yeah, it's a fun group. We get off subject every now and then. No. I'm new to the group. I recently joined because this seems like a wonderful hobby. Potential side gig. Well, you would not be alone. Yeah. I mean, who doesn't like glass? Yeah. Side gig. I mean, anyone who sees stained glass as a client or looking for a gift, you never run out of great things to make. Don't count on it providing an income. Oh, Dan's gonna be the big. Then they say, here we go, you killjoy. You can make some spending money. You can make her enough to support. Oh yeah, you're right, Dan. You know. What if she's really good and she hits a home run and, you know, they put her on TV, interviews and all that? You never know. Hobbyists. I mean, some people, they come right out of the gate, you know, looking like professionals and have a certain look to what they're doing, and they become very sought after. So, you know, unless you're just going to be making standardized patterns and, you know, you want to just kind of simplify yourself, you know, don't strive for perfection or the next step up, you know, next level of, you know, doing something a little more difficult or challenging. You're never going to get anywhere. Yeah, you got. I mean, you see that the woman who did the skeleton with the bones that are hanging. That's unique. I've never seen that. What you're gonna see next year, they'll be all over the place. You know, the spinners. You know, the one woman who does that 5-sided thing. I can't forget him. I forgot her name. Can't think of it. I mean, she did quite well for herself. But something different, unique, and well made. Alright, so yeah, side gig, yeah, you are what you make yourself. Alright, just join the group. I will post my work. Oh boy, I'm not gonna say it, but you're gonna get. The Hinge police are gonna come down after your dog tail. I'll tell you that right now. And Unless the tail is really reinforced well with wire, especially at that top break there, you want it to support around the outer edge because you have a vertical line. That tail's going to get ripped right off if there's no reinforcement. And the cute pattern. Oh. Where does one get a perfect 32 by 20 oval? Computer, you can make it in one. I could literally make that in 12 seconds, maybe 13 seconds, and have it ready to print at Staples 32 by 20 or 20 by 32 in PDF. You just bring it to Staples and print it. You don't need a computer, but I mean, you could ask somebody with a computer and send you the file. Okay, for any size. Yeah, you could do it with the old string and the pen, the nail, and there are ways. I always did ovals by eye. It was because sometimes in the real world, some ovals are not quite what did it say, elliptical ovals. They're a little pointed, like an egg on top. Top and bottom, and stylized. Perfect racetrack oval, or an oval that's got the line increments are perfectly perfect. That can easily be done on a computer, but I usually just measured out 32 by 12 in a crosshairs, like a big T, and drew 1/4, flipped it, make sure everything lines up good, traced it from underneath with graphite, and once you have your half, flip it, fold the paper, flip it, do the other half, open it all up, look at it, and fix up little areas that need to be straightened out. It's not that hard to do. It's actually easy. It's just following certain rules of how ovals behave, the arching effect. And again, in a perfect world, ovals are not perfect. I mean, that sounds confusing, but that's pretty much it. Alright. So my favorite piece of glass scares the heck out of me. Oh, I saw this the other day. Yeah, it's just I could see actually like a moth or something. Dragonflies. I mean, something khaki. Say do a military scene or something, but it looks like camo. But some bugs in nature have those colors, like a moth. You'd see I could see that. Yeah, Kathy says angel wings. Angel wings will work. Alright. We got 46 minutes. Alright. Paradox of Light Studios. What do you got? The tree all cut and ready for foil. Alright. It's a good idea to put a watermark on there, but I don't think you needed to. That would be real challenge to try to copy that. Unless they use the image, but uh, people are getting wise to that now. They're not just grabbing images. And if they did, credit you. But that's one way of crediting you. You put your name on it. But I could have done that along the bottom. I'm gonna keep that one to myself. I don't like the whole deal about having to put all kinds of stuff over your artwork, whether it's glass or patterns, just to deter stealing. It's just the thought of it. I don't know. Just thinking of people stealing it, not giving credit for it. It's a sour note with me. So when I see people trying to protect it, I get it, but it's just reminding me why you're doing it. Wish people just not yours, don't use it. Well, if you use it, ask permission. That's a nasty crack. You know why? Because you got 3 spots. See, hey, just these folks. I want it on this crack. Now what do I do? Well, you got too much area for any kind of flange work where you're going to cover up the cracks. What you could do, you take out the easier one that's easier to take out. The smaller of the two big sides. And you take that out and you remove the little broken pieces next to it. And then replace it with one big piece. Leaving the other half of the broken section in there. And make it look intentional, like it was, meant to have a line there. A good thing is, what this is going to be is now going to be stronger because you have a break where it broke before. You have a solder line, so it's going to, in the long run, it'll be more helpful. All right, that's all. Instead of replacing the whole thing. That's what I'm getting at. Cats launching at us from the tree. It's a little clown. Oh, I must be missing some of this conversation. Anyone willing to share picks or ideas how to store small pieces of leftover glass? Yeah, that's got to be the age-old question, I'll tell you. Even large studios, you just get so much of it and you end up throwing it out. Or, giving it away. I had a thing when I was running my studio, and I got a lot of eye rolls over it, like, really? But I had a policy. If you brought in 5 pounds of scrap glass, 2-inch, quarter size to apple size, you brought in 5 pounds, you could dump it right into my scrap and grab 5 more pounds out without any charge. The even glass exchange. And I'll explain why I did that, because I also did it with large glass. I didn't charge a restocking fee and this and that, and people loved it. But they're like, really? Why you're here to make money? I said, well, hear me out. Because what happens is, and this is the truth, Say I got a 2 foot by 3 foot piece of glass, and the customer says, well, I'll probably need about half of that. Well, instead of me cutting it in half, and they end up running out, or having to come back, and the other half's gone, for one reason or another, I sold it or used it, and now they don't have enough glass. So what I said, well, buy the bigger sheet and bring back what you don't use. I'll take it back. I'll measure it, weigh it, whatever I got to do, and give you full credit on any other glass in the shop. Full dollar credit. But reds are a little bit more, blues are less. But basically what it turned out to be, my glass racks became other people's glass racks. And as well, I did not say you can't bring other glass in as long as it was not scratched or damaged, or I never ever, maybe I'll say ever, I saw this hideous orange and blue glass that Spectrum made. I said that was my only limit. I said, don't bring me that glass. But any other glass, I've never seen glass I didn't like. And there are times when people brought in glass that I've never seen before. Like, where did you get that glass? Or, it's been laying around. My friend from Australia gave it to me. I don't know. But what happens is, not only does it help the people out, it helps me out because it gave me a wider variety of glass. Even the scrap. I may not have some scrap that they have. It was a win-win. People got rid of the glass they didn't want or need. And, you brought in 5 pounds of scrap. It was $1 a pound. Whatever it was at the time. It's probably going to be like $4 a pound now. I'll weigh it up. Say, all right, you got $5 credit. You buy $5 worth of glass, even swap. And as everybody knows, you always buy more than you need. You always do. And a lot of times, people buy more than they needed, ended up keeping it. So it wasn't my sales gimmick. It was just, it's what happened. And anyway, the problem of collecting scrap bins, and they get overwhelming. You got a lot of scrap. You end up with too much. You would have loved my glass studio. Take half of that out. The color. Take half. Just get another box. Throw in what you don't want. Thin it out. Bring it to me. I'll give you full credit. It was great, and it didn't bother me much because people kind of did it on their own. It's like, they know where the scrap was, and they know where the scale was, and they wrote. I said, just write down your weight. I ain't get people gonna rip me off. Just when it came down to giving them glass back, I charged them, so I had to weigh it up, this and that, the measure. I had to do that anyway. But yeah, when I get my studio going again, I'm going to have that glass exchange policy. It's going to be there. Alright. I know I didn't answer your question, but that kind of reminded me of what I did. And it would take away a lot of the problems of excessive glass scraps. Alright, enough of that. I don't expect anyone to jump in now this time of the night. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, and I got 3 minutes left. But always look at the 1 hour time frame and keep it close. What we got here? Someone commented. I think this is the broken one, wasn't it? Oh yeah, the cracked one. Custom sandblasted bevels. I saw this the other day. I replied to it. Let's see, new replies. This one charges selling for $3 each. They must be the ones you buy already. Because no one's gonna do that for $3 unless you're a saint. But yeah, might be what she's looking for. Yeah, those bevels, they were popular back in the day. They probably still are. Winning first prize at the North Carolina State Fair in the adult amateur division. Well, look at you, Marcella. Wow. That's a big to-do. Where was that? Up in like Charlotte or Raleigh? It wasn't by me. But I not that I would enter. It's just I didn't hear about it. But yeah, must be Western. Very nice. Like the three-dimensional. Like you got the, this what is that? Yucca plant. Yucca in front of the cactus. In front of that one. This one's in front of that one. There's a lot of back and forth dimensions going on. It's very nice. I would have voted for it. Mary. Excuse me, had too much chocolate. Light off, not so bad. Light on, she looks like Malibu Barbie. I don't know what Malibu Barbie. Well, looks like I'm going to have to bite the bullet and get this $110 ounce rose pink. Oh, I see. You're trying to get color. Oh, $110 an ounce. Is a perfect flush. OGT. That's got to be enamel. You can't fire that very expensive silver staining to 1300. You got to keep it down to around 920, 925 maybe. Yeah, let's see. The pink I was using doesn't mature till 1375. Should be the other way around. Before firing with Vista Brown, too pale, but then fired too dark. Yeah, I think you might have burnt the rose. Always do your shadow Vista Browns and Ancient Browns, Umber Browns, all at the end. They well, not at, do the silver stains at the end, the roses and the golds. Get all the rest fired in. Or you're tracing lines in your other paint, your Rouge paints. I have a whole bunch of enamels still. I don't even know. There you go. You got a little. Is that the rose? You got a little dark one. That looks like an umber brown. This looks like a rose here. See, it looks like it got a little burnt. But when silver stains burn, they get like crispy burnt. They actually take a new. They don't look good. They look like they're burnt. That's probably an enamel. But some of the umber browns, you think you got them on too light, and then when you fire it, it turns really dark. So that may be what you had going on. I've actually painted and took my sandblaster and lightened it up that way. You may want to look at that. You're gonna get a little texture in the glass, but if you feather out the carving of the glass with the sandblaster, you really never notice it. It almost becomes a nice soft stippled soft effect, almost like a dabbling of a brush. Just consider that. If you don't have a sandblaster, maybe find somebody who does before you throw this out. Just try it out. See what happens. And again, she's got a very good tan too. So, yeah, beautiful work. Light Taylor. I think you cooked your paints a little bit. You just got a little bit on the dark side. That's alright. It happens, not so much umber brown, but the ancient brown and the other Bister ancient and I think the other one. Yeah, they get a little dark. So we saw this the other day. I'm gonna just swoop on by. Somebody must have commented. Present I made for my wife. I got home today under her print of the Sandersons' house. Oh, okay. The Sandersons. Must be a little significance here. These must be the Sandersons. I'm guessing. I'm probably wrong. Probably I don't know. Looks kind of cool though. I like the wood, the natural twine. It's like that. Good job. Yeah, I saw this the other day. Like, well, maybe yesterday. Oh, the prices of old material. Yeah. $1.25 a foot for lead, huh? Look at that. Glass cutter, Fletcher, $1. Now this has got to be going back. $1. Heavy duty glass cutter, 13. Maybe somebody bought a lot of stuff. Maybe this is just that price sheet. 50/50, $4.50. $4.50 a pound. Oh, so could be. I'm gonna guess maybe late 80s. Early 90s, late 80s. Let's see if we get a date on that. I don't know. That's my guess. Maybe he'll say. Let's see. Oh, we're over 1 hour. Solder is $20. Yeah. It's not too recent, but probably the 80s. I took a class while I was on vacation. I guess you could. Sometimes you go on vacation, you don't know what to do with yourself. Yeah. We all hooked. I guess you both went, whatever. Went with a friend. Oh, welcome. Let's see. I'll do a few more. Robert Cherry. What do we got here, Robert? Boy, that's dramatic. I wouldn't even know. Yeah. Glass manufacturer. Very dramatic. No, your meme reminds of the glass. The glass reminds of the meme. Alright, let's see, we got... Okay. Some steel reinforcement. You just line everything up with a bunch of pins, you should be alright. Yeah, make frames for everything. You know, I don't know. Does anyone have a train pattern? I was doing a train teardrop, but I got distracted. It's still in draft mode. It looks like that old-fashioned train with the cow bumper. That's what that is. That's when the train comes down the tracks and the cow or other animal, those big grills to push them off. It's, you know, gently, but sometimes not so gentle. At least they don't get killed. Alright. Oh, train trivia. Oh, my new book. Yeah, we talked about that the other day. Make sure you put a link to it. Let's finish up with Tammy. This is what I've been working on lately. My head hurts so much. Well, a little at a time. Just take your time. Alright. Looking good. Yep, that's my building. New build. And I'll end it on that. If you did watch the video live, hope you enjoyed it. I was working on the software, trying to figure out how to get the chat to show up on YouTube. It was a struggle. I think I got it figured out. I could see it while I'm doing the live chat as well. So hopefully when we do scheduled live events, I'll be able to be a little more proficient. Okay, I'm going to stop streaming now. And if you come in, you know, check in later on YouTube, I'm pretty sure you can comment on the chat area. I'm going to check that once I turn off the stream. So if again, if you were here, you watched it, have a good night or good morning, and happy weekend. You take care.